Welcome to my world, where I'm wearing an uncomfortable sweater, awkward, and my hair looks bad, where no matter how old you get, you never need to grow up. And today, we are celebrating National Tie-Dye Day. And since we're all indoors, this is a really fun activity to do with your kids. It's for ages 6 and up. It's from Yulu. Huge thank you to the folks at Yulu for sending me this Swirl and Style Tie-Dye Studio. Now, I saw this thing at Toy Fair, and it was really, really cool. And I just think this is a great time. Today's National Tie-Dye Day, so if you don't happen to have one of these handy, you know. But you're not out of luck. So I have already pre-mixed 2 colors, and I'm gonna cap these. And the gloves come with the set. I'm all over the place because it's been like so long since I did a video. I'm trapped in my house. But I'm gonna tie-dye a t-shirt, darn it. So the studio comes with a whole bunch of cool stuff. It comes with the gloves, which is awesome. It does not come with a garment or an item or a thingy to tie-dye, but pretty much anything white or a super light color that you have in your house that's got some cotton in it will work. When you see it all put together, you'll see, but it's gonna end up looking like this. And it kind of looks like a little mad scientist's lab, except for tie-dye. And then you can end up making things that look like this. And so the cool thing is it's the whole spinny thing. I mean, that's the part that's really cool, is that it's gonna swirl, it's not gonna spin. So it comes with a lot of dye and bottles. So I've only mixed green and yellow, but it comes with, let's count them up, shall we? Count with mommy. Oh no, they're gonna mark me for children. Okay, so it comes with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bottles. And then it comes with 1, 2, 3. So it's got 2 blues, 2 yellows, 2 greens, 2 purples, 2 oranges, and 2 reds. And the dye comes in powdered form, which is really cool. And then you just put the dye in the bottle, and then you put water in the bottle, and then you give it a little shaky, shaky, shaky. That was a little Wiggles reference right there. Really, this video is not made for kids. It also comes with lids for all those bottles. And now the cool thing is that you can drop them and they don't break. Guys, my hair is so distracting! Okay, I love you, Yulu. But my forehead is like, it's a 6 head at this point. So we're just gonna go like that. So it comes with the lids, and you can actually, once you've used some of your dye, you just cap it off and you keep it in your little studio here so you can do it over and over again, until you run out of dye. But I mean, this is a lot of, you get 2 of each color. And it's a pretty substantial bottle, and depending on what you're gonna do, like I was thinking it would be really cool to make tie-dye t-shirts for my American Girls. I've got this facing me. I just realized that. Whoa! I really miss Caden. I miss my son making videos with me so much. Okay, it comes with instructions, which I followed. Look, you can see I used them because I got some green dye on them. So it has instructions for how to put this little thing together. You just snap the 2 pieces together, how to mix the dye. And now that I've mixed my dye, I am ready to create. You're like, she's not really gonna leave her hair like that the whole time. But yes, I am. Okay, for as long as I can see. Okay. So it also comes with a styling guide. So this is really cool because I definitely would have done something stupid. So this shows you how to fold or basically bunch up your shirt or garment, and then how to put the rubber bands on before you put it into the sphere to achieve the result that you would like. It also comes with rubber bands that you can use again and again. And I would say definitely use their rubber bands, because if you use other rubber bands, there might be some color transfer, you never know. And so I happen to have pre-chosen a design. I like this method. This one works for me. It's called the crumple. I think I can handle that. So I am going to use the crumple method. And then with the crumple, you use 2 rubber bands. Results may vary. You know, it depends. It's tie-dyeing. And so the awesome thing about tie-dyeing is that, like, there aren't necessarily any rules. I'm going to use 2 colors. You could use more than 2 colors. But you know, there aren't a lot of rules. But the basic rules to tie-dye are, let me just make sure that this isn't, okay. So the basic rules to tie-dyeing, I just told you there are no rules. It's really crazy. All right, so basically, man, so I'm taking a trip back in time. Basically, man, there are no rules. But the basic rules are, the garment that you are going to be tie-dyeing, you want it to be damp. Oh, look, I just got green on it from my gloves because I didn't clean my gloves. You want it to be damp before you bunch it up, okay? Or fold it, or whatever method you're going to do. Knocking everything over. Okay, pro tip, make sure to dampen, wet, and wring out well the item that you are going to tie-dye before you put it in the orb. So now I'm going to crumple, and I am going to take my rubber bands, and because it's a little item, and I'm doing the crumple method, I need to kind of wrap it around twice. And I'm just using 2 rubber bands. Rubber band. I mean, it is the 70s, right? We are doing some 70s stuff. We stick it in the orb like this. We close the orb like this. We take the yellow phalange thing, this yellow thing. My favorite fake name, Regina Phalange. What's your favorite fake name? And do you know where Regina Phalange comes from? All right, here we go. Other side now. Singing Rubber Band Man now. I'm gonna be singing that all day long. Then you take it and you put it in this blue handle thingy. You kind of gotta get one side down in the hole first and then kind of muscle it through. Got it? Okay. Then once you're in here, you gotta put in the water stopper jobbies. That's what these pink things are called. It's not water stopper jobbies though. I'm almost positive. And look, it's like IKEA furniture. You use this thing to tighten the water stopper jobbies. Now we do that again. We stick it in there. We turn it a little. I bet my froggy stuff did a much better job. Shocker. All right. Now we've got it all in here. It's sealed up inside the orb. We are gonna tie-dye this puppy. Now, there are 2 ways to mount it on the thingamabob, into the lab, into the Swirl and Style lab. Over here on the Swirl and Style lab, there is this thing in the middle. So, you can mount this horizontally, the orb. Oh, you have to actually get it in the horizontally, like that, and then you would stick in the handle and you would go, you would call bingo numbers. You're like, A34! No. So you would spin it around. Or you can turn it this way and do this. And it kind of depends on the look you're trying to achieve and the size of the item. And you're gonna play around with it. So I'm gonna go horizontal to start with. Okay. Now, the little pink thingies on here, it didn't fall off the table though, so I think that's pretty not so profesh. If it stays on the table, it's actual profesh. These things are self-sealing. So when you stick, let's do this. When you stick the dye thingy in here and you go squish, and then you pull it out, it's not gonna spill all over the place. Now, depending on the size of the garment, it says, you know, wait, I need my handle. You know, you can use like roughly half a bottle of stuff. This is a baby onesie, so I'm not gonna do, you know, use half a bottle. So here you go, scooch. Now, make sure you have something handy, like a paper towel, in case any of your tie-dye dye kind of leaks out. Spin it like this. I'm gonna come at it from this direction now. Squoosh! Just a little bit there. I'm gonna go some green from this angle. Squoosh! Oh yeah. Okay. Somebody's trying to reach me on the phone. Go away. I'm making a video. Where's my brother? It can wait. Oh wait, here's a good spot right here. Oh, okay, ready? One more. Swoosh. Okay. And make sure that you cover the table with maybe like a plastic tablecloth or something like that. I mean, we're crafting, guys, you know. It can make a mess sometimes. Not too much of a mess. This makes way much of a less than mess. This makes way much of a less than mess. How many times am I gonna say that? This makes way less of a mess. This makes way less of a mess than the original way of tie-dyeing that I did in the 70s, which was there were buckets? I cannot talk. There were buckets of dye in my friend's yard, and we bundled up a t-shirt or whatever it was. I feel like I did a bag or an apron. And I cannot stand my hair. And you would put it in the one bucket of dye and then like squeeze it out with all your rubber bands all over it. And then you would take it and you would stick it in another bucket of dye. And then you would take it out and you would be like, oh, look, you'd wait a little while, then take off your rubber bands and you're like, look, I tie-dyed something. So, yeah, that was tie-dyeing. This is so much better. Okay, now I'm gonna take my yellow, squish. And I'm gonna take some yellow over here. Squish! It's so cool, right? And then you keep rotating it so that you get, you know, maximum coverage of your item. And then your item can kind of freely spin around in the orb. See, I really like yellow, so I'm trying to get like a lot of yellow in here. Because like I want it to be like mainly yellow with some pops of green. Oops. Gosh! All right. And, so you can do like anything. You could do an apron, you could do a t-shirt, you could do socks, you could do doll clothes. This is really fun for doll clothes. You could do like a whole bunch of like, you could put a whole bunch of like Barbie t-shirts in here, you know, Barbie size t-shirts and just tie-dye them, you know? All right, I wanna leave some white space too. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm just gonna kind of rotate it to see if there's any like, I think I'm gonna do one vertical round here, because there's some spots that are still got kind of a lot of white on them. So I'm just gonna come over here and I'm gonna go in this side, I'm gonna go squish. And I'm gonna do that same spot with the yellow. Let me just rotate, let me rotate. It's hard because my table rotates. So my whole, like the whole thing is rotating. Find the hole. Squish! There we go. And then I want to kind of go over here too. Squish! Come on. Squish! There we go. All right. So now I have styled and I am swirling. I am swirling. Swirly, swirly. And I'm going to put it back now on the horizontal. And we're going to come here. I'm gonna put it back on the horizontal. And we're gonna swirl. Make sure it gets a good even coating of all of the, you see the problem is that I've got it on a rotating platform. You will not have it on a rotating Lazy Susan and your life will be much easier than mine is right now. And so this is helping, get off of here. This is helping me to distribute and kind of let the work that I've done, there we go, work its way into my garment. Here we go. I am spinning, I am swirling and styling my tie-dye. Yes. So then we are going to leave it in here. What? Did she say what I think she said? Yes. We leave it in here for about 8 hours, and when we come back, we're going to rinse it through the orb. Again, very, very clean, and then we're gonna take it out and we're gonna see what kind of tie-dye did we end up with. How cool is that? And by the magic of YouTube, it is another day. It is the day after. Sorry, my mama's texting me, and I forgot to turn that off. Oops. Does your mama text you? My mommy texts me. We text, we call, we stay in touch, and then once a week, she's allowed to come over. But we sit 6 feet apart. Actually, we sit more like 12 feet apart, and we don't hug each other. And it's weird. Anyway, I tie-dyed a baby onesie for my reborn. Now, remember, it's the Style and Swirl. And again, oh no, it's not. Remember, it's the Swirl and Style. Thank you again so much to Yulu Toys for sending this to me for today, which is National Tie-Dye Day. I don't own any tie-dye clothes, but I'm gonna. So this, just to let you know the next step. So I took the sphere, the orb, and you just take off the little pink jobbers and you just run the faucet through the sphere with cool water until it runs clear. And then you'll have this, and now we are going to take out the rubber bands, and really afterwards what you would do is you would let it dry for, you know, for however long it takes to dry. I don't have time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that today. So I can't put it on my doll just yet, but this will do, you know, t-shirts that are, you know, normal size t-shirts that are not, oh, that could not have come out better if I tried. Oh my God. Well, I did try, didn't I? Oh my gosh. How cute is that? This is the perfect amount of tie-dye. I didn't want there to be no white left. But see, that's up to you with the Swirl and Style. You know, I wanted it to still, you know, show as, you know, that it's a Hello Kitty. Nobody, Tabitha's going to be, oh, she's going to be the stuff because nobody else has a tie-dye Hello Kitty onesie. Oh yeah, I will take pictures of Miss Tabitha in her onesie. This came out so cool. And so then when it dries, I can just, you know, put it on her. I can stick it in the dryer if I want, or I can just let it air dry. They recommend that you let it air dry. You obviously wouldn't put it in the dryer with other clothes because it would transfer. And they also recommend that for the first 2-3 washes, you don't wash the item that you tie-dyed with other clothes. You know, let's just be on the safe side and not turn our socks tie-dye, although that'd be cool. Oh, I could tie-dye some socks. Look at how cool this turned out. And so this is the Swirl and Style. And I got it right there. This is the Swirl and Style. This is so cool. And you can do all kinds of things. I mean, you can do bags, you can do scarves, you can do shirts, you can do aprons, you can do, you know, ask your mom if you could use a white napkin and turn it into a tie-dye bandana. You know, ask your mom before you start tie-dyeing stuff if you are a child. Moms, go look around the house for any light colored stuff because it doesn't just have to be white. I mean, you've got red, blue, purple, green, yellow. I mean, you know, find some light colored stuff in your house that you're like, you know what, let's tie-dye it! And just go for it. This is a great at-home activity. I'm gonna put a link below to where moms, dads, and grandparents, or whoever's watching the kids, where you can get this. And again, thank you so much to Yulu for sending this to me so I could tell you all about it so that you might wanna go pick this up for yourselves. Of course, you can't go out and pick it up, so just, you know what I mean. You know, go online. Don't go out because you have to stand 6 feet apart from everybody. You got to stand online, you know the whole thing. But I will put a link to where you can get it in the description. Thank you guys so much. This was so fun. Look at how cute it came out. Aw, I love it. Yay! Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have a super great National Tie-Dye Day, and I will see you again real soon. Love you. Bye!